The losing streak of Disney continues, ladies and gentlemen. They're not doing great. They're trying to push out movies, man. They're trying to push out movies left and right, but audiences just are not taking the bait anymore. They have grown tired of Disney's BS. They've grown tired of movies like The Dial of Destiny, baiting and switching the main characters, subverting expectations left and right. It's just awful for them. They're losing monstrous amounts of money, and it looks like they're about to lose even more money, at least in my opinion, based on this marketing for this movie that is just abysmal. No one's seeing any commercials for this movie. No one's seeing anything. I saw a State Farm commercial for it like 2 weeks ago, and I haven't seen anything on it since. But apparently, this movie comes out today. Did you even know that this movie comes out today? I didn't even know. Disney's new horror remake beats predecessor's Rotten Tomatoes score, but still isn't fresh. So you had the Eddie Murphy movie back in the day. It came out like in 2003. It went on to make about $200 million, but yeah, it got a 14% on Rotten Tomatoes. People thought that the story kind of sucked. But Eddie Murphy was hilarious in that movie. At least I thought he was. And I think a lot of people went to see that movie because of Eddie Murphy going into a haunted mansion. That idea was hilarious, and I thought it was great. But now you have a new situation on your hands, Disney. This one's getting a 46% on Rotten Tomatoes right now. So they're saying it's a middle ground, and we'll read a little bit about it. But the most fascinating part of this story is the fact that a lot of people will probably not see it or even know that it's coming out, because I just found out by looking at this article today that this weekend is the release weekend for this film. How many people are going to go to the movie theater to see something else? Either the timing is just awful and Disney has given up completely on this film, or they're just losing so much money that they can't afford to promote this. I'm not sure, but we're going to read about it. The Rotten Tomatoes score for the Haunted Mansion remake is better than the original, but still falls below fresh. Critics have shared mixed reviews for the remake, leading to its 46% score on Rotten Tomatoes. This is probably the most interesting part of this story, because this movie has huge name actors attached to it. People that are about to be in huge shows like Ahsoka with Rosario Dawson. Of course, you have Owen Wilson, who's just a great actor and he's hilarious. And he's going to be in Loki season 2, which is probably going to suck, just like the first season. But hey, I mean, he's on the map. And then you've got Danny DeVito, of course. I mean, these are huge name actors. And it's not getting any marketing whatsoever. I'm not seeing any commercials or trailers. I did see one trailer on YouTube, but I mean, since then, it's just been crickets. 100% crickets. Just to give you an example, check this out. The star-studded cast includes Lakeith Stanfield. Okay, he was from the Death Note live action. He's from Dear White People. He's been in a lot of movies. He's a great star. I mean, he's got really great acting skills. And I thought that his casting for this movie was pretty good. And then you've got Owen Wilson, Tiffany Haddish. You've got Danny DeVito, Rosario Dawson, Dan Levi. I mean, look at this. You've got Jamie Lee Curtis, Jared Leto. I mean, it doesn't really get bigger than this. And it looks like it's going to be a financial flop. The Haunted Mansion remake's Rotten Tomatoes score beats the original movie, but it still isn't fresh. Womp womp. The second film adaptation of Disney's theme park attraction follows a single mom and her son who hires a paranormal tour guide, a priest, a psychic, and a college history professor with the knife in the kitchen, right? to help exorcise their haunted mansion. The rebooted Haunted Mansion cast includes an army of stars like Lakeith Stanfield, blah, blah, blah. We already went through that. Today, ahead of the Haunted Mansion release date on July 28th, which is tomorrow, which means that there are going to be showings today, critics started sharing their reviews for the remake, which are decidedly mixed. As a result, the Haunted Mansion remake's Rotten Tomatoes score is 46% at the time of writing, which is far better than the original Haunted Mansion's abysmal 14%, though it still isn't fresh. For the remake, the critical consensus is that its talented cast makes the movie moderately pleasant, though similar to the original. It's neither scary nor funny. So it's actually pretty disappointing. I bought the Haunted Mansion board game recently. Me and my family played it. It was fun, a lot of fun. So I was actually interested in seeing this movie. It's just too bad that I didn't know it literally came out this weekend, because their promotional material is garbage. It can definitely get a 46% on Rotten Tomatoes, but if no one's going to see it, does it make a sound? No, probably not. People are probably going to go through this weekend not knowing about it, and it's just going to slip by massive amounts of audiences, and they're not going to make any money on this movie. After Dial of Destiny and other failures, critically and financially, it just looks like Disney is on a continuous downward slope, and this is their most recent in a long line of disasters. Now, I have no idea if this movie is going to be woke or not. I did watch the trailers, but I got no indication that the characters were going to be woke. No indication that there's going to be any racial stereotyping or any kind of, women are better than men, stick it to the white man, or any kind of nonsense like that. But even if this movie is okay, is it going to make any kind of impact at the box office? I don't know. It remains to be seen, but I'm leaning more towards this movie being a failure just based on the marketing alone. That's my opinion, though. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like and share it if you enjoyed it. If you want to see more content like this, subscribe. Smash that like button. Smash it. I just love when people smash that like button. And I hope to see you all again next time. Say goodbye, Play-Doh.